I get my phone to stay right. All right. What is up? What is up? Disappointing loss last night. That's the only way I can sum this up. Disappointing loss. I was at the game, last minute type of situation. I was at the game, went to the game. Shout out to Flo. Shout out to the Degenerate Squad. Great tailgate experience. What's up, Ellen? Great tailgate experience. Um, there's a lot of love out there before the game, man. A lot of love. A lot of Kane fans came out. Um, you know, a little inclement weather, but we pushed through. So met a lot of people. Some guys that follow the channel. So that was real great to see some guys that and just Kane fans that kind of enjoy the content that I have. So I salute those guys and everything like that. Um, so walking to the stadium, right? So Coach Hayes doing a pregame show. So I said, let me call in. Let me see, can I get on the show before I walk into the stadium or whatever like that, and kind of give my rundown of the situation, right? So I get out on the show. I said 48-41, Miami. Now, the reason I said 48-41, I'm not backtracking. The reason I said it is because I was at the tailgate. I felt it. I said, man, we about to go ahead and beat these people. Now, I didn't think that we were gonna be able to, slow them down on offense. I didn't think they were gonna be able to slow us down on offense either, right? So I said, I'm gonna go with the Canes. Obviously, we at the tailgate. Just ate some good food. Shout out to, I can't remember the guys. Was it Clifton or Clinton? I think it was Clinton. Brother on the grill, bro. Great food. Great food. The brisket was good. The chicken leg was good. And yeah, that's all I ate. I ate that, right? Drunk some water. So I get to the game. So I'm gonna go get some nachos. So I'm getting in the game, right? Obviously, last minute, I didn't have any Kane gear. So all I had was a black jacket because it was supposed to get a little chilly. So I was sitting, but they didn't slow us down. We slowed ourselves down. I mean, I kind of agree with that, Ellen, but hey. Well, if you look at the stats, they didn't slow us down. So that kind of coincides with what I was saying. Like, I didn't feel like their defense was gonna do much against us, and I didn't feel like our defense was gonna do much against them. So yeah, Ellen, you're right. Um, so I'm sitting down. So as the game's starting, I'm looking around, and I say, man, it's a nice atmosphere, man. I wouldn't mind coming back to another game here next time we play them, but we're not playing them again until 2025, and obviously that'll be a home game, right? And I don't know when we're gonna play them again after 25, due to, the scheduling. So we go to the game. So I'm sitting down. I'm sitting next. What's up, QB? I'm sitting next to some UNC fans. I'm in a UNC section. So obviously, again, like I said, I have no Hurricane apparel on whatsoever. So a Hurricane fan, I guess since I was sitting beside the UNC people, he thought I was a UNC fan. I didn't say anything. So he walks by, he does this. Boo, like that. So then he kind of walks a little bit further. Then he kind of turns around. He say, F UNC. So the UNC fan, he was like, yeah, F UNC. So I'm kind of sitting up here like, oh, he may be a neutral type of person. He may just be here, Boy, was I wrong. Man, the disrespect started so early. Them people came out in smoke. There was pyros going off. I said, what in the world is this? What are y'all doing? I said, man, it's about to get serious. And so then, like I say, all the UNC people around me, I'm just sitting there, right? Because, again, I hadn't showed my hand, but when the Hurricanes come out, hey, I got the U up loud and proud. So then they're looking at me. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, hey, I'm in the belly of the beast right now. But again, it's a couple Kane fans sitting down there in front of me. So I'm like, hey, we're gonna represent. So, like Coach Hayes, I got a couple notes here. We'll go over a couple notes. couple of things that I observed, because the great thing about going to the game is that you see a lot of the stuff that you do not see on TV. You get to see all the routes they were out on the field, all that good stuff like that. You get to see the sideline. I had a great seat. You know what I mean? So I got to see all the good stuff. So the very first sack of the game that UNC got on us, before the play started, I said, wait a minute, bro. X is not in the game. Jacoby George is not in the game. Those are our two best route runners by far. I mean, it's not even close. So at the snap of the ball, I'm looking at the routes. I'm like, bro, nobody is getting open. Like, nobody is getting open. Sack. So I said I can chalk that up to the fact that we have no other route runners aside from Jacoby George and Xavier Restrepo. Everybody else is just, I don't know. I don't know. So then we get to the defense. I'm seeing LT, he's subbing in a lot. He's not on the third down pass rush package and obvious passing downs. He didn't look fatigued on the sideline to me. But again, I know this is kind of the rotation. But when you see it in person, it's a lot different. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot different when you see it in person. So I was like, I don't know. Still watching him come in the game. He's still, at the snap of the ball, he's coming in high. He's giving up his chest and stuff like that. He's not. That's what we were saying in the champagne room. No one can get open. But yeah, Ellen, but yeah. But that's what's so crazy about it. Because before that play, I said X nor Georgia in the game. Nobody could get open. X and Georgia, if X, like, that personnel they put on the field, that personnel should never be on the field again. Like, together, collectively. X and George have to be in every single situation like that because nobody can get open. I think Coach Hayes brought it up. He was talking about we hadn't been dropping the defensive ends back in coverage. Jafari Harvey was covering the tight end. A better pass, that would have been a touchdown. But salute to Harvey for playing as good of coverage as he could play. That's the matchup obviously UNC wanted. I didn't see them go back to that particular matchup. So obviously we probably made an adjustment so we didn't have Harvey out there. Individual benches. That's something that I saw. I saw the D-line had a bench. Well, the defensive tackles, I would say this. Certain players had certain benches. Like TVD, the bench that he was on, it was TVD. It was Isaiah Horton. It was X, and it was George. And then Kobe Young was behind him working on the bike. Then you had the cornerback bench. Then I think like the D-line bench was like LT, Kelly. I think Ahmad Moden was down there and somebody else. So I thought that was kind of, interesting. Obviously, the offensive line had their own bench or whatever like that. A lot has been made about Jaleel Skinner, so I think it's official that he's probably essentially redshirting. What was interesting about that is like usually on the offense, when the offense has the ball, all the offensive players have their helmet in there, have their helmet on. Jaleel Skinner didn't have his helmet on. He was kind of like Jakari. So I said, oh, well, I know he's not going in the game for anything whatsoever. One play that really stood out to me, the post route that TVD dialed up to Kobe Young. It was late. I'm going to tell you why it was late. I watched that entire play. I think X ran like a out route. And I think that TVD wanted to throw it to X, but X did not get open quick enough. So subsequently, when X did not get open quick enough, he came back and threw it to Kobe, and he was late, and it was behind. And I said, "What? Like, bro, what is this? Shouldn't the objective be to get down the field as quickly as possible? Why are you looking for X on a 2 or 3 yard route when we got Kobe Young in one-on-one coverage? He's 6'4", 6'5", and you're late across the middle. And the DB gets to make a play on the ball. Terrible. It reminded me of the play where TVD threw it behind X in the back of the end zone. It hit the UNC defender in the back. Terrible. X got to play out of the backfield. He was in the backfield at the snap of the ball, crossed TVD's face, kind of went out there. They had some blockers out there. He dumped it off to X. Shaking my head, I don't think TVD is QB1. We'll get into that. And I said, man, that would be a perfect play for Brashard. That was a perfect play for Ray Ray. And I'm gonna tell you another play that would have been perfect for Brashard and Ray Ray. The flea flicker that we ran. I'm looking at the play. I said, okay, we flicked it back. X is running as fast as he can to get down the field, but he looks like he is running in sand. No one was confused or anything. They were on top of X, and TVD had no choice but to check it down to Jacoby George. Jacoby George caught the ball. I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. George caught the ball. His knee was on the ground. UNC fans, now Miami knows how to take a knee. They were riding the knee. Pause. They were talking about the knee all day, man. They were talking about it all day. The fumble. Henry Parrish fumbles the ball. And I'm sitting up here like, did he fumble? Because I'm looking at the screen. They don't show the replay. So I'm thinking like, is this one of them situations like with the Don Chaney, like, did he really fumble or he didn't fumble, right? I didn't really have a good view of it. I look on the sideline, and guess what I see? Shamar Kirk, because I guess they went to a TV timeout or whatever like that. So obviously the people watching it, they went to commercial. So they playing Sexy Red Ski Wee song. Shamar Kirk is on the sideline dancing. Bro, we just fumbled the ball. What are you dancing about? So I can't remember what number it was. I think it may have been maybe Robbie Washington or something. And he kind of turned around and looked at bro like, bro, what are you doing? What are you dancing for? We just had a fumble. He stopped dancing. So I said, I like that. Leadership. Like, bro, bro. Bro, that pissed me off so bad. I was like, bro, what are you dancing on the sideline for, bro? We just fumbled the ball. And we were heading in for a touchdown. What are you dancing about, right? The Cam sack. Beautiful play call. Like, delayed. Got him. Good. We got Drake made good twice. That particular sack and then the sack fumble that Ruben Bain got. So that was beautiful. Guidry was amped. Guidry was more hype on that particular play than I think the entire sideline was. And unfortunately, that energy didn't dissipate. And we watching Guidry basically chastise. What's good, P-Lo? Basically chastising the referee for not honoring the timeout, which essentially got us a 15-yard penalty. Doesn't seem the team isn't ready, different from last season. I mean, what I say to that, Ellen, is I think that the thing of it is UNC knew where we were lacking it in terms of maybe discipline, and they just took advantage of it, which was so evident in the second half because like we couldn't get anything going really offensively or defensively. Obviously, we had the turnovers and stuff like that, but it was just they were just dialed in. And I saw Coach Cristobal kind of, when he got the penalty, he kind of walked out on the field. He was like, he didn't really say anything to Guidry, which obviously you don't want to see your head coach in your corner. I think we need to make a wide receiver change to put in Smith Brown for QB. I'm gonna get let me get to that. I'm gonna get to that right now because I don't want to lose that. What I think is simply just the problem. We only got 2 route runners on the roster. Now, I don't know how good Shamar Kirk is. I don't know where he is in his progression or whatever the situation is. But really, we only got 2 route runners. So, yeah, we could put Brashard Smith in the game. And Brashard Smith obviously had the big touchdown. I wasn't in the stadium to see it because I couldn't edit my lift time to come pick me up any later. So, I actually had to leave the stadium before that particular touchdown. But Brashard looks like he would be the 3rd best route runner. But that 3rd is so far away from 1 and 2. Why is Kobe Young not getting the ball? Kobe Young not getting the ball because Kobe Young can't get open. Simple as that. If Kobe Young is not running down the field, then or running a screen route, Kobe Young, I watched it, and this is let me skip down here because I got this one of my another one of my notes. I don't know if y'all remember the pass that TVD skipped to Kobe Young. He was looking for X. Kobe Young was open from the snap of the ball on that little short end route. TVD skips the ball because he's looking for X. Like, he's looking for X. Now, again, I don't have a problem with you looking for X, but some of the passes that you threw to X, it's like, bro, why are you throwing a 2 to 3 yard pass to X, hoping that he can break 2 or 3 tackles? That just doesn't make sense. But that's the question. That's why Kobe Young's not getting the ball. Kobe Young's not getting the ball. And then obviously I think that knee or whatever the situation is, I think that's still somewhat hindering him too. Because like I said, I seen him in the workout bike, and then as the game kind of progressed, I saw a lot more of Isaiah Horton, and then Tyler Harrell kind of came in a little bit more too. So that's my opinion. I don't have no more patience for time. Hey man, P-Lo. Based on what I see from everybody, nobody else has any patience for TVD. Right? So let me see. I don't know what happened. I think it was a play where UNC player got pushed onto the sideline, and I think Brashard Smith may have kind of initiated something. Bro, Coach Cristobal came over there, bro. I'm talking about his face, like he was so angry. Like Brashard. But then he came back over, tapped Brashard on the shoulder pass. I don't know what he said because, he had his back to us. He was just kind of talking to Brashard, tapped him on the shoulder pass, said we had to say and kind of walk back off. So I like to see that from Coach Cristobal, right? He comes down hard, but then, he comes back to kind of, reconcile the situation with, because like, hey, I need you. And we needed Brashard. I see why we don't run any running back screens. That play was awful. Like it was awful. And that's why I would get so pissed off when individuals would say, bro, we're saving plays. It's like, bro, that sounds good. You can rep plays in practice all you want to, but it's going to come a time where you're going to be in a situation where, because again, it's an educated guessing match. The offensive coordinator is guessing that, hey, this offensive play that I called is going to counteract what the defense is doing based on what I've studied, and vice versa. So ideally, that screenplay would have worked on a blitz because they were sending some heat, but just on that particular play, they didn't send it. It was like man to man. So as soon as Henry Parrish got the ball, and kudos to that UNC defender because he made a one-on-one tackle, which is something that's really, it seems like it's hard to do nowadays, make one-on-one tackles. And he made a one-on-one tackle. So that's what it is. Where the Brown brothers. Matter of fact, Devontae Brown didn't start. Davis started. Devontae Brown didn't come in until the second half, I believe. So Davis started the game, which was interesting to me. Davis and Porter started the game on the outside. So it was kind of interesting to me. And obviously we know Davis gave up, timed this jump too early, and Tez Walker just made the play. You know what I mean? He just made the play. So that's what that was. What is our main problem? What is our main problem? What is our main problem? Man. P-Lo, I don't know. Davis was getting beat up. Yeah, Davis was getting whooped. P-Lo a little bit. Yeah. But you know what? That's what I was saying leading into this particular game. I said it don't matter what we did against Texas A&M wide receivers because this is the 6th game of the season, not the 2nd. This is an away game, right? And our defensive line is not necessarily getting the required pressure that we need. I at no point in this season that I feel like against this particular game that our corners are going to match up very well against UNC. At no point did I feel that way. Right? I didn't feel that way. But I thought our offense was going to be able to match UNC's offense. Right? So I wasn't surprised by what I saw from the secondary. I wasn't necessarily surprised when I seen Davis mistime his jump. I wasn't surprised by that. I really wasn't. But it's just the fact that, but I was surprised that we got outcoached in the second half. That's what I was surprised by. The corner blitz. Now, again, I'm looking at it, right? And again, I'm in the stands. D-line was tired. Terrence, I can't agree with that. I promise, I cannot agree with that. The reason I can't agree with that is because I saw them sub out consistently. I saw them consistently subbing guys out. I cannot agree that they got tired. Now, is there a drop off in production or maybe, a drop? Maybe. But fatigue, no, I can't. QB, I'm just going to get right to that. The cornerback blitz. It got home the first time, and I saw UNC make an adjustment on the fly, something that Texas A&M did not do whatsoever. The alignment was giving it away. Couch was standing, halfway between the tackle and the slot receiver. Now, when he wasn't blitzing, Cam Kitchens was a little bit further in at the snap of the ball. But when Couch was blitzing, Cam was a little bit further to the outside. And I said, bro, that's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. And kudos to UNC for picking it up. It had got to the point that Couch knew he wasn't going to get there. And he knew that he was going to run into the tackle because they slid protection to their side. But I will take my hat off to Coach Guidry for saying, okay, well, y'all going to do that. I'm going to put Mary Noah on the other side. I'm going to have him come off the edge. And Mary Noah was able to get there. So I give Guidry credit for doing that because the corner blitz was not working. And seeing that we don't need to take a coverage guy out of coverage to blitz him because we're getting toasted on the back end. So I give kudos to him for doing that, right? But that's about it. I don't know what transpired. I caught the tail end of it. Jason Taylor was hot. I don't know if it was a substitute situation, but he was sitting there talking to Najee Kelly, coaching him secondary, not on the same page. Terrence, they are on the same page. The problem is UNC was able to manipulate us. That's nothing but film study. Again, they were able to take advantage of things that other teams, our G5 opponents, could not take advantage of. Texas A&M was somewhat taking advantage of it, but a lot of that ended up being in garbage time, right? And that's what we kind of chalked it up to. Most of us chalked it up to, oh, they got that in garbage time. When the reality was they were just starting to figure it out. It just was too late. And we are starting to become predictable. Starting. Bruh, we are predictable. That's why I was laughing when people was talking about, oh, we saving plays. Bruh, there are no plays to save. This is the offense. But you know what? Guess what that crowd doing right now? Now it's, man, Guidry, Dawson is too bland. And the thing of it is like, look, bro, you can only call the plays. Again, hey, you know what? Let me tell you this. Dawson is bland now. But when we were playing Miami of Ohio, Temple, it was, Miami of Ohio. We took what the defense gave us. We took what the defense gave us. So now he bland. Why is it now we bland? Why is it no longer we taking what the defense give us now? That's why when listen, y'all are free to listen to whoever y'all want to do. I be the first to tell you, I'm not a football master, expert, anything. But some of this stuff that these people say, you have to really stop and say, bro, what the are you saying? You go from we taking what the defense give us to now we play UNC to, oh, man, we too bland. We too predictable on offense. No, bro. We taking what the defense give us. That's what y'all said. See, sometimes you got to take stuff people say and push it back to them so they can realize how idiotic they sounded to begin with. But let me continue with my notes. They have tape on offense. Terrence, they got all the tape in the world. Kudos. 1,000%. I agree with you 1,000%. And that is exactly why I said it is irrelevant about what happened against Texas A&M because that was game 2. We're in game 6. What happened week 2, QB? We saving them for next season. Bruh, what happened in the second game of the season is so, bro. It's so irrelevant right now, bro. It was so irrelevant. This is week 6. UNC. And when I get to the conclusion, I'm gonna tell you about what UNC did the fourth quarter, and that let me know that hey, this is serious business to them. This is serious business. This is their rivalry. This ain't no South Carolina. This ain't nothing. This is Miami, UNC. We hate y'all. So let me move on. But yeah, JT was being intense with Kelly. I guess it was something. Exactly. Alabama not the same team from week 2. I guess it was a substitution thing, bro. He was going off on Nigel Lee Kelly, bro. And so Nigel Lee Kelly got in the game, and he was still cussing. I said, man, I don't know what happened. I caught this on the tail end. I saw Mesidor. I saw a lot. Now, again, in the midst of all this, I saw a lot of player leadership. Right? I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not gonna try to push a narrative just because I may feel this way. I'm gonna try to give it to y'all as authentic as I saw it. I saw a lot of player leadership on the bench, bro. I saw Akeem Mesidor talking to the defensive line. I saw Akeem Mesidor talking to the secondary. I saw a lot of player coaching from the guys that were not out there on the field, and that was great to see. I was great to see that Akeem Mesidor was out there doing that, bro. Like I saw him talking, it's serious to them, meanwhile, as we collectively treat them like squirrels, the mentality. So, yeah, Ellen, that's crazy. People are still referring to UNC, oh, that's a basketball school. They not a basketball. Bro, they have beaten us 5 years in a row. They're no longer a basketball school, bro. Their basketball team is doing this. Our basketball team is doing that. Our football team has been doing this. Most people predicted 6-6, 7-5, and now we're on the path, and people pissed. QB, I'm pissed. I have to take credit for that because I said it last night in Coach Hayes chat. I said 7-5 because Coach Hayes said it. But for real, I did say 7-5. But the thing of it is that the thing about the 7-5 is, like you say, we want to see guys competing. And obviously we can look at the GT loss however we want to look at it. But last night, I'm going to tell you something else. I'm glad you brought that up. Those same people said, man, we kept Texas A&M wide receivers in check. They didn't do nothing to garbage time. And we kind of looking at it like, no, bro, like the game was still kind of in question. Like it was still a single possession game till they threw the fade to George. No, bro, that was garbage time. Okay, those same people. UNC went up 21 points. It was 38-17. Those same people. Man, bro, the team didn't lay down. The team kept fighting. Bro, that's garbage time. It's time to pass the sticks. They was up 21 points. We're supposed to move the ball. They didn't prevent. That's the same thing that you just said. You just said what Evan Stewart, we're not getting our speed in space. That goes back to that play I told you about X out of the backfield. It should have been to Brashard or to Ray Ray. You just said Evan Stewart didn't do nothing until garbage time. That's what you said. But now, when we do something in garbage time, oh, bro, man, the game was there to be had. Man, if y'all don't get the... I'm telling you, bro. Can't do nothing with some of these people. I'm not feeling Dawson often. Bro, nice to meet you yesterday at the Flow Tailgate done in Hudson from Miami. Oh, nice to meet you too yesterday, bro. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. It was all love. But yeah. It's like, so if that was garbage time and that shouldn't count, then why is what we doing in garbage time counting? But again, you know I'm cool. Bruh, I wasn't at the Hard Rock Stadium when we played Notre Dame. I know people said it was loud, but at the UNC game, they had a decibel meter, and it got like to 109. And kudos to the offensive line, because I don't think we got any false start penalties. So their crowd, in terms of messing up our snap count and stuff like that, it was irrelevant, right? So kudos to the offensive line for not nobody false start, you know, all that good stuff like that, because it was loud. So kudos to the team for that, right? Um, bruh, again, like I told you, I was sitting in the UNC section, bruh. Every third down that we got, UNC fans were yelling, "We know you're throwing it to Restrepo. We know you're throwing it to Restrepo. We know you're throwing it to Restrepo." The game was still there to be had. The first score in the fourth quarter took almost 4 minutes. Hey. Curry has 4 games to play. Why wouldn't he play against teams like UNC, Clemson? The offense could use him as a change of pace. They have boost our running activity is struggling. I don't know what happened to the running game. Since we played all 3 of these Power 5 opponents we played, that retool offensive line do not look retooled. We need to get the receipt and return them tools. Like we need to return those tools. As far as Curry, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I know people are talking about, man, get your Curry in for them packages, bro. To be honest, I don't like them packages. I want to see Curry get in the game and actually do like a quarterback, like make reads, throw the ball. That's what I want to see. I think packages, in my honest opinion, they're band-aids, right? When you need stitches, they're like band-aids. Like, okay, yeah, we'll 4th and 1, or whatever the situation is, like, oh, just snap it to Jakari or whatever like that and do that. Like, I don't think that's helping. I don't think that's helping him become better as a quarterback. And I hope that he and his team around him is like, oh, bro, we're not going in for no packages. If I go in the game, I want to run the entire offense, right? Exactly, Ellen. It's like if he goes in, doesn't look good. One problem is our running backs don't house it from 60 or 80, just 5-15. Omarion Hampton, bro, he looked like he was running insane, but he was sure getting up the sideline. I heard all week, man, he ain't that fast. Shh. Well, he ain't that fast. And I want him to play the football. Okay, well, there. Okay, I agree with that. I'm no offensive coordinator expert, but I know for dang sure we can't have successful offense. Bro, P-Lo, I'm gonna say this, and I said this from the beginning. Look at Shannon Dawson's history. There is no indicator of any extensive use of a tight end. Plain and simple. And me being me, I looked at it from the vantage point. We got one football. The 3 wide receivers we got, they eating. You know what I'm saying? What's Dawson? Air raid. His philosophy is air raid. But hey, guess what, P-Lo? Guess what I heard last night? Man, Mario had his hands all over this offense. Jokers went on Twitter, was talking about, oh, well, after the A&M game, when Dawson said, F that, we're going to finish this now. Oh, all y'all that said Mario got his hands on the offense, what y'all got to say now? Well, we ain't got nothing to say now. What y'all got to say now? Man, Mario got his hands back on the offense again, man. We running that same stuff at Oregon. I told y'all. All you gotta do is listen to them, and as soon as some stuff happen, they're gonna go right back to the same stuff. Like again. That's why you got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. You can listen twice as much, you can see twice as much, but you can only talk 1 time. But these people, they feel like they got 2 mouths. So they can talk out of this side, they can talk out of that side. I just sit back and listen. All this Miami top 10 offense, Miami top 10 defense. Now it's, man, Dawson trash. Guidry trash. No, bro. This man the number 2 defense at Marshall, remember? Don't you remember Toon and Tank Dale at Houston? Don't y'all remember that? But now they trash. You gotta watch these people, man. Let me get back to my notes, man. I got 3 more, man. Bear with me. The second mouth is the butt. Hey, you right, Ellen, because they do be talking. So it was one particular pass. This before X caught the touchdown. No. It was a play where they ran X on a wheel route. Leonard Taylor was invisible in the biggest game this far. He's letting a freshman out play him. His butt need to be on the bench. How many times we gonna have 12 players on defense at a time? Hey, LT, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. PFF said he had a good game, but I didn't see it. Like I say, he's still coming in relatively high. Really not making that much of an impact, but I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. But guess what? Guess what's back stirred up? Hey, listen to me. I'm about to whisper. He's a Manny player. Did y'all hear that? Let me say it again. He's a Manny player. Did y'all hear it? Let me say it now. He's a Manny player. They just started that back up again. I see people talking about, look at all the players that messed up yesterday. Those are Manny's players. You right, QB. Wait until Mario get his guys. But check this out, though. Check this out. Let's talk about the guys Mario got in the portal. Davis gave up a touchdown. Again, listen. I'm a meet force with force. Davis gave up the touchdown. Henry Parrish fumbled. Mary Noah didn't look that good yesterday. KJ Cloyd didn't look that good yesterday. Wes Basaint has not looked that good this season. Najee Kelly, I know he's injured. He's hurt. Get you around on the field. Najee Kelly, I know he's hurt, but he hasn't taken that step that we wanted. And Ruben Bain is doing what every other big-time freshman, him and Francis Marigot are doing what basically every big-time freshman that we've got has done. They look like the best player on the team as a true freshman. It's Manny's players. Bruh. Bruh. But yeah, back to that wheel route to X. Matt Lee hiked the... I don't know what that was, bro. Again, hey, listen. Manny, Mario player. Hey, listen, check this out. They played TVD for the snap, for the fumble. That was a Mario player that snapped the ball. Y'all want to be, hey, if they can be petty, I'm going to be petty right along with him. Wasn't Matt Lee, hey, wasn't y'all on Twitter last week saying, man, I wish we could have Matt Lee for 4 years? No, y'all don't. Because Matt Lee wasn't a 4-star. So we would have signed Matt Lee 4 years ago, 5. Again, Manny Diaz was the coach. Imagine Manny Diaz had brought Matt Lee in. Man, what you doing? Man, he a 3-star. Man, ain't nobody want him. Same people. Man, I wish we could have had him for 4 years. Man, y'all look. The Ringling brothers hiring. The ring image and Curry's gonna fix all this because they are right. Bruh. Hey, QB, let me tell you something that was funny. I'm gonna get back to my notes, but let me tell you something funny. I remember last year in the Clemson game when Jakari started. I remember these same people who are trashing Jakari now were talking about, bro, look at Jakari pointing out the Mike backer. He's sliding protection. He checking all this. Oh man, TVD ain't doing none of that. I heard somebody call Coach Hayes' show last night talking about Emory Williams, Heisman Trophy quarterback. Lord have mercy. When they set these expectations up here, they will be the first ones that will turn around and destroy the players. They be the first ones. And why I just sit back, I judge you based on what you... Like, somebody called Coach Hayes' show last night and said the 2 best running backs on the bench. Coach Hayes said who? Mark Fletcher and Trevon Citizen. Trevon Citizen has the same amount of collegiate snaps as I do. No knock to Citizen. He probably a good player, but How can you say he's one of the best running backs on the team and he has this many snaps? Bruh, this new toy syndrome is, listen, they heard a couple of good reports. Listen, they had a couple of good reports in fall camp. And think about this, right? And again, I don't want anyone to think that I'm piling up on Javon Citizen. But Javon Citizen looking good against the defense that we had last year. What does that say? What does that say about how good he is really? I'm asking y'all. If Javon Citizen looked so good against the defense that we had last year, and we saw what that looked like, how good is he really? I'm telling you, bro. Hey, they got two of these things. They got two. And man, again, I'm sure he's just as passionate of a Miami fan as me. He's probably even more passionate because I'm not a fanatic. I'm an observer, right? I don't get too overly up here and I don't get too overly down here. I'm not gonna let a football game dictate my day, point blank period. But that man said Javonte Citizen is one of the best running backs on the team. He got this many snaps. Which, Shad, you like Coach now, hater. Big hater. Hey, Ellen, tell Coach Hayes, receivers can't get open and TV holding the ball too long. QB, I just talked about that. That late pass that TVD threw to Kobe Young on that post route is because he was looking at X. Ellen, tell Coach Hayes the shirt I want is I want a Coach Hates shirt. That's what I want. Except I want it to say Shad or Shad Hates. That's what I want. I'm a hater. He's the best man holding him back. I'm a hater. I'm a big one. That was somebody told me. Somebody said, you're either a homer or you're a hater. I said, oh, well, I'm a hater then. Because being a homer makes you blinded by stuff that is so obvious. Tyler Harrell came in with a lot of fanfare. Why isn't he playing more? And I said it. He's not playing more because he's not a good route runner. He's not a good route runner. The fade ball to the end zone. TVD threw him. The ball looked good out the air, but he just looked so uncomfortable. It's like he didn't attempt to jump. He didn't attempt to try to draw a pass interference. TVD should have grabbed Guidry. Pause on Homer. He didn't jump. He didn't try to initiate any contact to Terrence, this is the thing about the deep pass. I watched it. That was a play. They sent Tyler Harrell on a go ball. I didn't see this speed that they were talking about. I didn't see this earth-shattering, record-breaking speed. I didn't see it. The UNC DB was running step for step with him. And this the thing about it. Since TVD doesn't have a rapport with him, how am I to assume that if TVD would have thrown him the ball, that the ball would have actually not been underthrown? How do I know that? I didn't see the speed. I didn't see it on that particular play where he didn't get the ball, and I didn't see it on the fade route. I didn't see it. I'm tired of these people lying to me, man. I'm tired of these people lying about stuff in practice against individuals that may not be as good as the competition. I'm tired of people lying. That play did not look good. It did not look good at all. He did nothing to try to bail TVD out. Nothing. I don't even think the DB didn't even turn around. He did nothing. I said, bro, I don't want to hear nothing else about 15. He's not moving as fast as y'all say he's moving. He's not a good route runner. I don't even think he's a good blocker. I don't. They say TVD finger. His finger hurt, all right. It hurt. Yeah, it hurt. I don't hear nothing else about 15. I don't care that Nick Saban went and got him from Alabama. Guess who else Nick Saban got? Nick Saban went and got Jalen Milroe. and y'all say he's horrible. He wanted TVD, and now he's horrible. TVD don't move fast, bruh. When TVD got hit on the sideline over there, when he scrambled out, I said, bruh, no. When he was sitting on the field, I said, bruh, is TVD hurt, bruh? Is Emery going to come in the game? Is he hurt? I know one thing. I'm tired of not seeing Ray Ray involved. Bruh, you know what? P-Lo, I'm going to tell you what I'm tired of. I'm tired of seeing our players have to put on number 47. That's what I'm tired of. That's what I'm tired of. 3 different players got to put on. I'm tired of that. I'm looking back there at UNC. His player, they player don't have to change the jersey. Other teams that we play, none of them have to change jersey. Why does the University of Miami punt returner have to change his doggone jersey? Hey, like Coach Hayes, I'm hot. I'm hot. Why in the world we the only team in America that has the punt returner got to put on an extra jersey? Yeah, they almost took TVD out of here. UNC fourth quarter routine. Let me tell you, bro. This is where I felt like UNC was playing mind games, and they were going in for the fatality. Again, like I said, if you wasn't at the game, you didn't see this, right? So all this going on because we the Hurricanes. That's why. This was obviously y'all watch commercial. This is what's happening in the stadium. This is the fourth quarter. They turned all the lights off. They got something up on the Jumbotron talking about we got your back. So they showing old footage of old UNC games. Next year we're going to want Chance and trade to replace Ray Ray. QB, you said something then. You said something then. Hey, you said something. They showing old footage. We got your back. Their entire team runs over to the student section. You know, slapping hands and all this stuff like that. I'm like, bro, what are they doing? So then it phases out, and then it turns on the Roy Jones can't be touched. And now it's showing modern footage. And guess what the majority of that modern footage is? Them putting foots and Peter rolling, Coach Hayes' word, Peter rolling, the Miami Hurricanes. And the UNC fans are going crazy. I'm sitting here like, because I couldn't sit down, because the way it's set up, you know, you had to stand up the entire game. I'm looking around. I said, bruh, they are mentally trying to take us out of this game. Like, can't be touched. I'm like, and when that song come on, if you heard it, and I've listened to that song a lot because I watch that Roy Jones highlight film a lot, and that's the song playing in the background. And it's like, bro, they got UNC running back running us over, intercepting, catching the ball. I said, this is personal. Like this is really personal to them. But like Ellen said, hey, you know, they still just a basketball school to the majority of the fan base. But man, I was just so pissed off last night, man. Like, I was so pissed off. Like, kudos to the UNC fans I was sitting around. None of them were just being like, you know, buttholes about it, you know, rubbing it in. Now, once I got out the stadium, that's a different story. Because it was some UNC fans yelling F Miami, and it was some Miami fans like, hey, why don't you come say it in my face? Now, again, like I said, I'm not about to let the Miami Hurricanes get me arrested. I'm not about to do that. But, man, that's the end of my notes, man. What's today? Today's Sunday. So I would venture to say probably by Tuesday or Wednesday, they gonna, you know, those same people that do this, they're gonna start saying UNC was a trap game and we were looking ahead to Clemson. Just give it a little time. just give it a little time. That's what they're gonna start saying. Um, but yeah, man, just getting back to TVD and X, I see why TVD throws about X. Like, if it ain't George, we're everyone's Super Bowl. Pilo, I agree, but I don't think we UNC Super Bowl. UNC doesn't like us, and they haven't liked us going back to when Butch Davis took over. And it was a North Carolina fan that commented on one of my videos, and he said, "Yeah, bro, don't you know Mac Brown is a FSU alumni?" I said, oh, so all three of those coaches have had motives. Butch Davis' motive was y'all didn't give me the job back in '06 when I wanted it. Larry Fedora was just, I'm looking to embarrass Miami. Like, I got this from Butch. And then Mac Brown is like, I'm an alumni for Florida State. So I want to make UNC versus Miami like Miami versus Florida State, which, of course, obviously is never going to get to that. It's never going to get to that. It doesn't have enough history, right? It would take probably another 60 years before it even came close to that. And that's being conservative. But that's what he's doing. And like I said, when they came out with that smoke and the pyro, I said, why are y'all coming out with smoke? Blue smoke. What, like, I said, y'all playing mind games early. So, but man, those are just my observations. I wasn't the only one at the game. I'm not the only one that was at the game to do videos. So I'm sure some more people may have some other, tidbits and nuggets that, they may, give in terms of the game. But like I said, bro, I was pissed off. I haven't been this mad. Like, I wasn't really mad with the Miltons. I haven't been this mad after a Miami Hurricane game, about a Miami Hurricane game, probably since La Tech. Like, I was pissed off, bro. Like, I was pissed off. But yeah, man, that's what it is, bro. I know some people saying, hey, now it's Clemson is a must win. Clemson was a must win before the season started, for the simple fact that they've embarrassed us, But that's all I gotta say, man. Y'all be cautious of listening to these people that do this more than they do this. They do this more than they do this. Be cautious of those people, because I guarantee you, they are going to turn around and contradict themselves. And then when you catch them in the contradiction, the next thing to go to is, oh, you're a Mario hater. And Coach Hayes, I know he was in the chat. And one of the things, and I remember at the season, and I said, Coach Hayes, you need to have a show before the season started about the excuses that we cannot use this season. And when I called in the show, I said the number one excuse is we can no longer use Manny Diaz players as an excuse. And guess what? 6 games into the season, those are Manny's players. Wait till Coach Cristobal get his players in the building. But I thought we purged the roster. Just last week, it was, again, no disrespect to this person. Somebody called Coach Hayes' show and said, Coach Hayes, guess what? Trivia question. Guess which coach is responsible for having 2 teams in the top 25? Coach Hayes said, I don't know. Mario Cristobal. And guess what? Guess who's responsible? So if he got responsibility for having 2 teams in the top 25, guess who's responsible for having 2 teams lose on the same day? Mario Cristobal. I ain't got no cane juice, but I'm going to drink to that. But a little hot, a little pissed, but at the end of the day, still all about the you. And speaking of that, bro, I had never in my life seen that many people turning you upside down. Bro, it was a dude. His wrist was broke. He had the whole demonstration. And with the demonstration, it was, it was, it was, as far as players go, I think we have a good team beside the quarterback. Pilo, you talking with some sense, but again, it's Manny still got players on the team though. So you got to include all the many players. But bruh, it was people in their 70s throwing it down as young as 6 years old. It was a little kid after the game. I'm standing on the side of the street waiting for my Uber. He said, "Hey, did we win? Did we win?" I mean, he said, "Is the game over?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Did we win?" I said, "Yeah." He said, what was the final score?" I said, "Oh, I don't know." And it didn't hit me until after the game. I said, "This little kid is effing with me. I should have pushed his look." Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Cause what I just said, now I'm being contradictory. Cause I just said I wasn't gonna let the Miami Hurricane football team get me arrested. And now I'm up here saying I should have pushed the little kid down. I apologize for saying that. I hope his dad is not watching the show. Cause he was standing right there when I did it. Or when he asked me that. Yeah, you're right, but Pilo, that's not according to the general consensus. The general consensus is TVD, Don Chaney, Keontre Smith, James Williams, Leonard Taylor. Bruh, I said I was gonna leave. I gotta make this one last point. I'm gonna get out of here because I've been on here almost an hour. I saw somebody blaming Corey Flagg. Choker said, bro, when UNC saw Corey Flagg in the game, they knew immediately to run the ball. I'm sitting up here like, I went to PFF. Kiko Mary Noah played 68 snaps. So, are you trying to tell me that UNC ran 68 plays in the first half and Kiko did not play any in the second half? Listen, Mary Noah, Cloyd, Besant, Cam, James, Flagg, Couch, all of them. Omarion Hampton. He introduced all of them to his shoulder pads. But these jokers said when Corey Flagg got in the game, they said, let's run the ball at Corey Flagg. No. Omarion Hampton said, I got a left shoulder pad for you. I got a right shoulder pad for you. Come on to the Omarion Hampton show. I'm giving out shoulder pads. I felt like Chris Berman on that 60-yard run. He bumbling, stumbling. Whoop! I'm getting mad like I said, I'm looking at these notes. I'm getting pissed off because every one of these notes, I can visualize what I saw when I wrote this stuff down. But anyway, man, like I said, it'll be more people that that will talk about the game. I know Flo and them, they probably gonna go live, later today, and talk about it. Like I said, I met Flo, so good solid people. Harrison Hunt, everybody met the shoulder pads. Everybody. Like Omarion, like them shoulder pads Omarion Hampton had, they probably gonna take, because this is how disrespectful UNC are. They probably gonna take those shoulder pads. And they probably going to have those shoulder pads enshrined, because to go along with Michael Williams and the other player. But they gonna get those shoulder pads enshrined to show when kids come to when recruits come to UNC, they're gonna have them up there because they ain't got no trophies. I'm gonna be like the petty Miami fan. They ain't got no national championship trophies in the trophy case. All they got is some shoulder pads. They gonna say, look, you come here, you can get your shoulder pads in here because listen, these are the shoulder pads that the Miami Hurricanes. Look, we put a 23 on it. We got a 0 on it. We got a 20. We got a 5. We got a 51. We got an 11 over here. They go a 56. We got all the numbers of the players. They ate the shoulder pads. They felt the shoulder. Like, bro, that one run when we had them stopped and they pushed and kept going. And bro, guess what? Guess what? I just thought about that. Guess what? Think about this. Corey Gaynor is the start. Like, bro, before the game, they announcing the starting offensive, starters. I didn't get a chance to catch the game, but when I saw UNC rush instead, I cried. P-Lo, listen, watching it in person is always worse than looking at the box score. I said, bro, Corey Gaynor's still here. Again, listen. Let me tell you something else. Those same people that do this, guess what else they said? Man, UNC ain't got no good offensive line. Well, how did they run for 243 yards if they ain't got no good offensive line? How did Drake May have time to take these downfield shots if they didn't have? Oh, they were holding. I mean, hey, speaking of the holding, and that's why I was happy I was at the game, bruh. It was one particular play. Doggone Mary Noah had one of UNC defensive end. Man, he had him in a full Nelson. Hey, I'm about to be on my Studio One vibe right now. Hey, the ACC said, listen, don't call that many penalties on Miami tonight. We're going to make it seem like we on their side. So call them on UNC. They had 14 for 147. Bruh, man, no, listen, this is my pillar. Man, Noah had this joker like this, bruh. I thought man Noah Lex Luger, bro. He had him in the And guess what? He didn't let him go. Bro, I'm like Kevin Hart, bro. He got 11 in my pay, bro. We got a defensive line. Again, listen. Again. Listen. They said the defensive line was eating. This is a scheme where they gonna eat at. The only person eating is Ruben Bain. I can't say enough good about Ruben Bain, bro. Ruben Bain should be in contention for like an All-American team. Like, bro is unbelievable. As a true freshman, bro is unbelievable. It's not even close, bro. It's not even close. But like I said, going back to, watching Coach Hayes do his, his highlight tape, Coach Hayes said, bro, we 5 plays in. He showed 5 different moves. He's so advanced. So it's almost not shocking. Like, bro, if Ruben Bain wasn't on this defensive line, ooh. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe somebody else can go live or whatever like that today, whatever. They probably, maybe they can come back and argue against some of the stuff I said. But again, I listen and watch twice as much as I talk because I don't want to be accused of double talking and having to revert to calling someone a hater. But yeah, bro. But in conclusion, P-Lo, you asked what is our main problem, and I told you I don't know. Man was my favorite recruit last year. I'm starting to feel like we don't even deserve, bro. Now we deserve him. We do. We deserve him. We do. We deserve him. I really think we do. But yeah, P-Lo, you asked, and QB says a multitude of things. But now I had an answer. Our problem is Manny Diaz. Javonte Williams is from North Carolina. Yeah, I know. But yeah, our problem is Manny Diaz. That's our main problem. There's still, it's like, when they talk about you got to burn some sage and stuff. We haven't burned any sage in the Hick Center. So Manny Diaz spirits are still floating around and festering around the Hick and the indoor practice facility and out on Green Tree. We haven't properly cleansed. We haven't properly cleansed the football facilities of Manny Diaz. So that's the problem. So if another fan asks me on Twitter or in person, hey man, what's going on with the Canes? I'm gonna say Manny Diaz. I'm gonna say any coach in that Penn State. Yeah, but the spirit is still in there. The spirit of complacency, the spirit of country club, the spirit of not stopping the run, it's still there. Bro, I'm gonna get out of here, bro, because this video gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way. I don't care. Hey, listen. What they dropped Coach Hayes got, you won't smoke. Hey, anybody. I don't care. Anybody. We can go there. Anybody. Because, like Webby said, y'all haven't been the top 15 team on the road last 18. Hey, bro. Hey, I gotta take that, bro. I gotta take it. I gotta take it. I don't feel like looking it up, but I gotta take it. But like Webby said, if you think I'm talking about you, F it, ninja, I am. So with that being said, peace, love, and hair grease. It's all about the you. I'm out.